What's up, world, and welcome back to the Global Frequency. I am your host, Nefarious.
And I'm Frequency Girl.
And tonight we have Sean Frye from Biff Bam Boom Comics here to tell us all about his creator-owned comic book crowdfunding campaign, Cody Valiant, now available on Indiegogo.
Except he's not here yet.
So we're just going to hang out and talk about what we did at New York City Comic Con. And if anyone has any questions not related to Mark Brooks, we will be happy to answer them.
But first, let's say hello to our friends in the chat.
Do we have friends in the chat?
We do. Okay. We have Dean, Comics Mate, who I guess is technically first. He says, so many heroes named something Valiant. I refuse to buy one until there is a Dean Valiant. How much will it cost me to make this book Dean Valiant? Nobody likes guys named Cody.
Yeah,
anyway.
It's true. It's true. Cody, has even said that he hates his own name.
We like Cody, though. Jack Iron's Cody.
Yeah, but he hates his own name.
Oh, well, that's sad. Legendary Outlaw Hero Dean Valiant has a nice ring to it.
No, not really. What's up, Mo Biggs?
Hello, Mo.
And we got the art and times of Jay Ryan. What's up, Jay Ryan?
What is up?
How's it going, Bullet Ninja? We got Hockey with us as well.
Hi, Hockey.
And 80s Made Consumer. Definitely go check out 80s Made's channel if you haven't already. There's a lot of interesting shit going on over there. A lot of fun shows, a lot of good guests. We got Nicholas Gear with us, the relentless Tim Soldier himself. We got Creators Outlet, What's Up Will, also known as Joker Fan. Mo Big says, avoiding any mention of Brooks, did you get into a fist fight at the convention, Neff? No, Mo, I did not get into a fist fight. I did take a picture, though. It's not that exciting.
Yeah,
I don't want to hype it up or anything because there is no payoff. It's just Frequency Girl standing next to his table and him just kind of looking sad.
Yeah, he does not look very happy. Hey, Raiden Radio, how you doing?
We have also got just a bunch of people saying hello and stuff. Yeah, yes. Will going, no, not first again.
Sorry, Will. That's right.
We'll make sure we take care of you. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So it was a long weekend. We hung out with some folks at New York City Comic Con, talked to some people. We visited the Kim Jong-gi Memorial and dropped off some art from Rod Looper and from Juanito to, I guess, commemorate and pay respects to Kim Jong-gi in his passing.
People to bring artwork and sketches and things like that to leave for him at his table. They also had markers set out where you could sign the covering on the table and leave messages, and they were collecting them. I think they're sending them to his family, not Lim, but to I never pronounce it Hunjin.
Don't butcher the name.
I was saying
if you can't say it, just say I can't say it. I don't say it. Right. I butcher enough stuff for the both of us. Yeah. Okay, here's the photo. Share it. Share your thing. Like I said, it's not actually that cool. Who was it that was joking? I think it was King Leek that was joking that we should Photoshop something into your hand so that you're standing there next to Brooks. It's way too small. Zoom in. Would you please zoom in? Look how small that is. You can't. Look. Hey, there you go. See, it's way too big now.
There we go. Yeah, no.
But she's holding some comics and she's holding some comics, so we could Photoshop something in there, right?
We could.
Yeah. So we have got.
It was nothing special, just a picture of Frequency Girl.
Big yikes! This is a good point. Thank you, Josh.
Still not as bad as Bancroft calling Mrs. B a 5, says Mo. Little do you know.
No, we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about smashing the like button, everybody. Smash the like button. Yeah. Okay. Great. So yeah, you guys have any questions you want to talk about? Anything while we wait for Sean to show up?
Bancroft says that never happened, Mo.
I
think Neff is actually hoping that it did, because then maybe he'll be in less hot water.
I got nothing.
Will just put a Harley hammer in her hand.
We
My
could.
hand,
We could put a Harley hammer in her hand. She kind of has
Right,
the,
fight me.
the adorable pigtails, the multicolored pigtails. But yeah, he seemed very, down, I guess.
Yeah,
maybe he didn't get enough excitement. But there were a bunch of other really cool artists that we talked to.
Yeah, we got to hang out with VK and Marion. We got to see him a little bit. He signed the proof.
Yeah, the cover proof
that we had from the cover he did for us. We got to chat with him a bit. I got to chat with the artist on Homesick Pilots.
Yep, you bought like the entire library.
Well, I have all the floppies, so I'm a nerd, and I like to keep my floppies. I read them once, then I put them in a bag and a board and put it in my box. If I want to read it again, I'll get the trade paperback, because then I can just like read that over and over, and I don't care about it.
The number of times that this has happened to me.
It may have happened with my voice, but I was saying something different.
The number of times that has happened to me, and the inverse. I've said
Yes.
something with my voice and thought something else with my mind.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
yes.
definitely happened to me more than once.
And then Neff got to meet.
Daniel Warren Johnson.
Well,
which
I mean,
was
we both got to meet him.
super
but
cool. There's actually a photo of me with
Yes,
him,
do you want me to
and
show that?
no, because I look like a giant fat fuck. All right, fine, show it.
I have to bring it
Our fans will love that. I look like I have 6 chins, because I do have 6 chins.
No,
Yeah. It's-
fair.
okay, are you sharing it yet? Or
I'm working on it.
Hurry
Shut
up,
it.
it's dead air,
Well, I mean, you could talk or like be entertaining, at all.
We all know I can't do that.
That's fair. That's fair.
We all know I'm not capable of entertaining people.
Yay! There it is.
Yep, there it is.
There's Neff and Daniel
Super
Johnson. He was
excited.
super gracious. He was like, he had already packed up his booth by the time we found his table. And he stayed and he chatted with us for a little bit, and he signed our issue #1 of Murder Falcon.
Our variant cover
Yes.
exclusive version. So, it's not just like the regular plebeian version that
Oh,
most
and
people
Daffy's
have.
being
And it was special order. You had to get it. It was the album art, the
Yeah.
Motorhead album art cover. It was very, very clever that they did
Yes.
the variant covers that way. Neff looked like Bubba Ray Dudley there. Yes, according to Dojo-kun, I look like Bubba Ray Dudley. And I guess he would be right if I was maybe 6 inches taller, 140 pounds heavier, wore glasses, was bald, and was the 20-time hardcore champion in the WWE.
Yeah.
And also in the Wrestling Hall of Fame. So
You also have to remember
it's something to aspire to.
that I'm like more than half a foot shorter than Neff, so I was the one taking the picture, so it's definitely not a flattering angle, because it's shooting.
DWJ is really tall, though.
He is.
Yeah,
he's very tall.
Just about everybody makes me feel like a dwarf. We ran into Chris from Global Comics at the Global Comics exhibitors table. They were right there with Source Point. They had some really
Crazy number of signups.
yeah, actually a very smart way that they
Yeah.
were doing their signups, and they were getting lots of traffic. But I met him, and he's like well over 6 feet. So I got like short man's complex, I guess, talking to all these guys.
All these tall. Like VCam was also kind of tall.
Yeah, he was,
Yeah.
but he was kind of like behind his
Yeah.
booth and a little short. And honestly, his hair makes like his little
adds a
spiky
couple of
hair makes
inches.
for yeah.
Yeah.
We got Skip Edwards in the chat. What's up, Skip? Thank you so
Hey,
much for
Skip.
tuning in. Always good to see you.
Raiden says it's okay. Beards hide the lack of jawline.
I should probably just like grow it out more.
Oh,
yeah.
grow it out more. Yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson's got like a big
Scraggly
like,
beard.
yeah,
Scraggly
longer.
artist's beard.
Yes. Daniel, get the table.
Dude, that would be great. I mean, he's a huge wrestling fan too. He's all up into AEW. That's why Do a Powerbomb is so good because he's a huge fan of wrestling, and also he understands the moves and the dynamics and the physics of wrestling. So all of the action in the comics is really well rendered, really well drawn. Melancholy Mark in a Malaise mayonnaise. It's pure
Very
poetry, Skip.
Very nice.
I don't know what is holding up our guest. I
Don't
told
know,
him
I'm
we
gonna
were
poke him
running a
again.
little bit late getting here, but we would be here on time. And
Yeah.
we DM'd him the
Bye,
link
hockey.
hour-ish ago.
Clean room, clean mind. That's what my problem is. That's why my brain is all stupid.
Don't forget clean skin hockey. Yeah.
See you later, Hockey. Thanks for stopping by.
We had a really cool room that we stayed in across
Yeah,
the street
it was
from a
nice.
really neat, brand new apartment building with like a rooftop pool. It was right by the Intrepid. I thought it was really cool. I wanted to inquire about getting a condo.
I don't think anyone wants to hear about your.
I'm
golf
just
shopping.
it's like the train of thought. I mean, I don't have nothing prepared here. Not bad, Michael Bancroft. I'm a bit rusty with it all. Send Mo the link. I would, but I don't think Mo would come onto the channel. He much prefers backseat driving the chat, or from the chat, because he pretty much controls the
Nobody
stream.
bother
anyway.
Hockey while he's cleaning his room.
Right? He's
I don't know why I was gonna say like I
He's
don't know why I
grounded.
thought like he's in trouble. What would I do with it?
I know, right?
know.
You'd sit there looking at it and go, no, I don't need that. Yeah, so anybody have any questions or you want to talk about anything, just, let us know, because we're hanging out. We're vamping until our dude gets here.
See what's going on. We figured he was just going to be like a minute or two late. So like, we'll go live. We'll just chat about New York Comic Con.
We got a frog with us.
I did get sick, though, at the end. And so the rest of the day was not very exciting.
Mo's come on my show before. Sure, Mr. Bancroft, just keep
showing off
how like superior you are in so many ways. All right, I see you. I see you. I won't forget.
You may have just said that, but I
did say.
Okay, I just don't listen to you. See, that's the problem. He
is
talks
true.
just
Obvious.
like Charlie Brown.
Did you get some authentic New York style pizza from Sparrow's? No, we did not go to Sparrow's.
No, we went to my favorite. Well, we did that today for lunch. We went to my favorite place. It's called Vietnam.
It's funny. It's
the
not
restaurant,
actually,
not like the country.
It's not actually Vietnamese.
It's not though. It has some Vietnamese, but it's like a mix of like a whole bunch of different Asian.
Yeah, and it has 2 A's in the name.
It's true.
But the pizza place that I wanted to go to was closed. So sadly, we did not get to have pizza. We had weird convention sandwiches.
No, you had weird convention sandwiches. I'm like,
Yes,
I didn't even remember.
I had weird
that
convention sandwiches. I had a very odd.
Not the country. Or
It was
the
like
war.
an Amazon.
True.
It was like Was it Amazon?
Yes, it was one of those
food
like
kiosks
where you put your credit card in
and then
you
they just
walk in,
open up the
and then you
gates,
just
like
take what you want and leave.
Going into the candy store and just like, oh, give me one of these, and then leave. I don't even know how much it cost.
And it I don't know. It automatically bills you for what you took. So I guess we'll find
Somehow,
out.
I don't know how.
If it was accurate or not.
$500.
$5,000. I didn't get that many sandwiches.
Mo only clicked the link that time to see if the conspiracy of Australia was real. I think Cletus is still in a COVID concentration camp. We got Sean in the back room.
Oh, hey.
Pop him in, and I will let everybody know that Frog G is only $1,150 from the next stretch goal, which is that 6 a.m. sticker. I need that sticker.
Yes.
So everybody check out
there.
Frog G, Voodoo Gods and Magic. That book is going to be awesome. We got Aldous with us. I'm clicking the buttons now.
Why?
not you.
Because you have to be.
Yes,
stupid
because
and
I do
ruin
have
everything.
to ruin everything. Let's say hello to the guest. How about that? What is up, Sean Frye from Biff Bam Boom Comics, here to tell us all about your comic book crowdfunding campaign, Cody Valiant, now available on Indiegogo.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. But I got more across a little bit, but yeah, I'm happy to be in here.
Glad to have you, man.
Excellent.
So before we get into the book, I generally like to ask our guests some questions. There's guests and questions ran together.
I guess we
questions.
didn't get enough sleep. I don't know.
Well, so you're from St. Louis. Is that where you grew up?
Yep, born and raised.
Born and raised. So what was it like growing up there, and what kind of comics did you read as a kid?
Basically, for me, growing up, DC kid, big fan of Nightwing. He was my entryway into comics, and I still have my first comics up today.
So you must be a real, you were a big fan of Nightwing. Are you still a big fan of Nightwing?
Yeah, I'm still a big fan of Nightwing. I still love the character, but now that I'm starting transitioning into the indie scene now, it's still a love for it, but I put most of that energy into my character.
But you're not a fan of that beautiful ass? He's got the like #1 ass in comics right now, from what I understand. He's like the best
Yeah,
booty in all of DC.
and that's what I keep wearing.
Right? I even saw it was a photo of somebody's cover, and it was just like all of the words. You know, it was word salad, which is generally like when you think of DC writing these days, is word salad. But it even said like best butt on the cover like that. So I was amused. It's funny that you should say Nightwing, because one of my favorite comics growing up, one of my favorite characters from DC was Robin. So we in similar boat, you and I.
Bancroft says Night
Yes, Nightwing, exactly. Yes, Nightwing. Speaking of Robin,
daddy.
I will be doing a video essay on the Robin #1. The most
And he does
recent
mean essay. Like he has a
Writing
whole
fucking
thesis
essay.
that he's
Dude,
been working on.
It's surprising. It's surprising. What is all this say? Nothing important. Oh,
So
Frye's almost at 570
No.
subs, or he's on almost at
Yes.
570 subs. He's crushing our channel. What is
Well,
up
you
there? We
keep
need to-
telling people not to subscribe. We're
Right,
only at
right,
542.
right. We should start putting up episodes of The Shadow and Old Time Radio, and
should, but
just
then
ripping
we
off
would-
Aldous.
Yeah, how about you get an original idea there, Neff, huh?
I'm only capable of having one
One
original
at a
thought a
time.
year.
A butt thesis? It's not a butt thesis.
It's a
I mean,
butt-
I guess it could be, but I don't think it is. He'll be talking about things other than butts in his video.
How do you know? So,
It's fair. I don't know. I'm assuming. But you know what that is.
Other than Nightwing, are there any other like comic book titles on the stands that capture your interest?
For me, still always Spider-Man, X-Men. With just growing up with them. My first introduction, like before comics, basically was through the animations. I grew up with the animations, and that forced me to go into comics and just fall in love with them there. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And the opposite side of Nightwing is Daredevil. Can't get enough of Daredevil.
I hear that from a lot of people in a like slightly younger age bracket than myself, that they got into comics because of like the cartoons, Batman the animated series, X-Men cartoon, that kind of stuff. And for me, I'm really glad that they got into the characters and the genre, the IPs, but something about comics itself, there's like a very significant part of the comic book medium that separates it from any other type of entertainment. So why get into comics? Why not do stories with pictures like cinema or television? Why specifically comic books?
Me is it's a love that I picked up and have grown from my father. Father love comics. That's our little bonding thing. The love of comics, superheroes, and things like that. And that was my introduction, like that, from like his love, and then the passion just kept growing in there, keep building on and developing our own characters. It's just a passion project.
Skip wants to know, since we are all 42, how old are you, Sean, exactly?
30. Just turned
Okay,
30.
see, I told you he's a little bit younger in the demographics. He's one of the younger comic book creators coming up, kind of like Michael Oden. Michael Oden's a baby too, right? So like it's our job, Skip, to look out for the future and help steward them in the right direction.
Eric wants to know if anyone has seen his baseball. I don't get the reference.
No, I don't either. I was
But that's not new.
kind of lost.
That
Well, you're
happens a
short,
lot.
so
It's true. It's true. I'm just used to.
So
Never
when
mind.
did you get your start as a writer? I'm sorry. Yes, Jay Ryan, you are Skip, because your avatars are somewhat similar on my tiny little board here.
And Neff needs glasses.
Because that's Skip, and that's you.
I mean,
And,
they're
yeah,
black and white.
They're black
That's
and white.
about
That's about as similar as they
He said it's not a reference. Okay. So, know that I have not seen your baseball.
Was that?
I
Did you?
still don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't think
Did you
there's
lose a
anything to that.
physical
I'm
baseball,
like,
or are you asking if we have watched your baseball something video?
I don't know. I don't know, Eric. I'm dumb, okay? I'm just dumb.
So when did you get your start as a writer, Sean?
Skip says, "Is there another Skip? Can he help me finish my pages?" Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Yeah, I've been writing since I was 12. Just putting together stories always came natural to me, and that was just something that I kept building upon and doing. And I took it seriously in college, and that's why I took classes to get to where I need.
Oh man, I think Frog G just decimated the stream. He says not all black and white avatars look alike, Neff.
Oh, sorry.
And then for a second, I thought I was going to have to help you.
Sleep.
Yeah.
I'm a little punchy.
Nicholas Gear, backer number 23. That's
Thank you,
awesome.
Nicholas.
So, what's your side hustle then? If you're not busy telling stories with pictures, what are you doing?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I'm a promoter. I work on animation now. I do little cool animations, and I'm starting to post them up on my YouTube channel and little things like that. Just getting the word out, getting the word out on everything that we're working on.
So, tell me about Biff Boom Comics. When was it formed, and what else have you put out?
This Bamboo Comics, I've had the name since I was 12, and like I said, I took it seriously back in 2018 when I was just figuring out what I really wanted to do in college, and I was like, I would take classes, take courses, do things, take like simple writing classes to help develop story ability and things like that. And that's exactly what I was like. Okay, this is what I want to do. Okay, this name I had since I was 12. I was like, okay, if I take this seriously and this is what I want to do, it's gonna be the name Biff Bamboo Comics, 3B Comics for short. And then from there, that's where I just went from show to show, and then to plug away me and my father. And right now, so far, as a tag team, we have like 6 books. Cody makes book number 6 in the fight.
That's incredible, man. So you've got Cody Valiant, and the other ones were Apex, Youth Mob. What else?
And,
Yeah.
yeah. So far, Cody makes book 6, and that's what we just turned out. And all the books are in a shared collective universe that we're building together. Like things that affect you on Earth. Like if you go into space, you run into all the stuff Cody sees on a day-to-day basis throughout space, and that's like the little threads and things that we're building. We're building our own shared universe of just all our characters involved.
So, what are your long-term plans at Biff Bamboom? Is it comics and animation? Because when I looked at the stuff that you've got going on your YouTube page and the trailers that you've had on your campaign now and previous campaigns, you do a lot with CGI, and 3D modeling and stuff like that.
That so far that's the newest branch so far. I've been an animator like for like a year now, just slowly just putting thoughts and things together, and a lot of it's actually just help lay out stories for the actual comic book itself, and that's just a little cool thing that we've been working on. It's I handle most of the other stuff, and then like my dad does, I do all the writing and lettering. So I formulate a lot of the stories, and then in book form, he just transfers like clockwork.
So you mentioned that you write, your dad does the art. Can you explain to me the creative process?
Basically, our creative process is we channel the Marvel way. Basically, we talk about it, figure out like the layouts of like channeling that we want. Like this is where Cody needs to be. This is where this character needs to be. And we got only so many pages to get to that point, and then we're gonna hit them with the beginning, middle, and end. And that's just pretty much our process. And we would go back and forth. We would do the panels. We talk about how it should look, layouts, and if it's how it needed to be, and then I come back in and fill in the story for him. So it's like a shared thing. Like he gets excited about the like showing me the new art, and then when all the art's done, then I get to show him the finished product basically, and it's like he gets to see it from his point of view. Like okay, now I get to view it as not just the creator. I get to view it just as a reader. And that's pretty much our process. We talk about it.
So does he do the when he does the art and the CGI style, like 3D style art, you do the animation? So are you animating his models? How does that part work?
Yeah, it's just a shared thing. Basically, it's like I lay out like scenes and things like that just to help him like get angles and stuff, and then he like his digital painting style that he does is basically like he take a lot of inspiration from like Alex Ross, and then he goes back and applies it like to get the layout, just construct it like he does it all like his style. He paints it all. I show him. He shows me all his steps and things like that. He paints that like.
So in the animation for the trailer, is he painting cell animation there? Is it like frame by frame him painting?
Actually, it's like basically he has a few references that he finds and stuff, and then he just builds upon it and tries to give it that cinematic feel that that's what we going to basically our cinematic approach to it. He wants it to feel like you're reading the movie basically.
Gotcha. All right, so why don't you load up the trailer? We'll take a look at the animation for Cody Valiant, and then we'll take a look at the campaign page, and you can tell us more about the setting and like that. All right.
Here we go.
Far superior to a lot of stuff that I've looked at.
This one goes, brother.
Like, trust me when I tell you, I live for stuff like this.
Cody Valiant is not like any book I've seen before.
This is next level stuff. I mean, I've seen some of this stuff. I don't remember art like this in a comic or anything along those lines. It's different. It's unusual, and I'm digging it quite a bit.
Thank you.
Okay, I want that.
When is this going to be launched?
That's a cool trailer, man. So tell me about the setting for Cody Valiant.
The setting is it's a space western. That's like appeal to him. Cody is like he's a bounty hunter for the most part. He's no nonsense, pretty much young in the tooth, but still has all the experience and like mannerisms that like fearless basically. With this is just a really cool fun ride with our characters. Like Cody is the guy that every woman wants to be with, and then with the guys, it's basically is all the you either like him or you want to kill him. So, and that's the adventure with Cody is there's no nonsense, fun time.
So we see him as the protagonist, but he's also kind of an anti-hero in a way because he's not very heroic. Who are the antagonists? We see these like orc-looking dudes with tusks and stuff like that. Who are those guys?
They're called the Oinks. We call them Oinks from Planet Pen. Basically, they are the antagonists. They are the scum first throughout the book, and they pride themselves on their reputation, and Cody keeps throwing in it. And
why do they have the animosity with Cody?
Cody is because of his personality. He's no nonsense. They're used to putting fear in people's eyes and stuff like that, and they can't get it with Cody. And Cody has over the story. Cody has like this little thing with them. Basically, he keeps embarrassing them, and which it hurts their pride, and will be different variations of them coming after Cody each time trying to take him out because he keeps.
So he just pissed off a planet full of pigmen.
Yes.
And the whole planet just hates Cody Valiant, and they're trying to get. All right. So what's the like central conflict in the story? I get that like the pigmen are kind of the side antagonists, but there's got to be a deeper plot, right? So who's Cody fighting in the first issue?
Like basically in the first issue, it's the world building that we're doing with Cody. We're showing you the different things that he's working on, different places that he's going to go. But like we're setting up the bigger plot, which is that he finds like this mysterious gun, basically, and that's what we're going for. And the cool thing about that is like right now it's the building blocks for it, but it's going to be something really amazing that's going to come from Cody, like from each issue. But that's pretty much like the layout to it is like we're world building, showing you Cody, like so you can get a better understanding of him, and then after that, we're gonna hit the ground running throughout the issue.
Dean James says Kemosabe's Night Twink review on my channel is actually super interesting. He raises a lot of great points about woke creators, and Bancroft just did a video about that as well. So check that out if you haven't already. So you did do an animated short movie. It's about 2 minutes long of Cody. It kind of like gives the, like you were saying, world building. The oinks jump him at a bar. Is that just sort of a teaser of what we can expect in the comic?
Yep.
And you did the animation for that?
Yeah, I did the animation for it myself. Yeah. Like we were like halfway through. We was halfway through Cody when we first did it, and then like I did the little animation, and then my dad said, "Okay, we got to overhaul Cody to feel like this. We got to give the energy of this," and that's what we've been doing.
Gotcha. All right, so why don't we get ready to take a look at the animation? Because I think the animation is definitely something we should check out before we talk any further about the book and the setting. So you guys ready for this? This is the animated short for Cody Valiant.
I'm going to go full screen.
Go full screen.
All the way. Here we go.
What can I get for you? Here you go.
We're looking for the red-eyed Cody Valiant. We know he's in here. I can smell.
I'm drinking here, Porky. Fuck off. I'll kill you guys some other time. You Onyx, don't quit. I got your red ape right here. Hey there. They'll be covering my tabs.
Don't do that.
Make it better though. My turn.
That looked like a lot of fun, man. That's crazy. When did you start animating stuff? Was that also like from the time that you were little and you were writing?
No, basically, like animation, like our friend, basically, like he's been teaching me animation, and I've been putting in work. I was like, okay, I can animate these words and stuff, and put the worlds together. Like it's a really cool feeling, like when you create the little thing, and then you get to show it, and then because I could tell you all day about it, but it's really cool, like because of animation, I can show and you can see exactly what I'm talking about from different points of view like that. But yeah, I've been doing it for like a year now, and slowly getting better and slowly picking up cool little, keep creating these type of little shorts.
All right, so let's take a look at the campaign page real quick. You've got it's just still your first 30, right? So you're 16 days in, so you're about halfway through your first 30. Over halfway to the goal, which is $500 flexible goal. So no matter what, you're going to be fulfilling the book, right? And whatever tiers are backed. So let's take a look at the at the books real quick, or at the tiers real quick. All right, we got the digital for 7, which is a nice price for it. It's a 32-page book, right?
Yeah, it's a 32-page book. Yeah,
and
yeah, you either get Cody or you get them into. There's 2 books. Part of this campaign is Cody, and then it's Interstellar, which is the side book that you can also pick up too. Because like originally when I started, Interstellar was supposed to be just a backup story to Cody, but we ended up splitting her off into her own book to go with it, so you can get either one. And basically, the digital tier is just the main story itself, and then the physical copies that you get, we usually add little extra details, a little more fleshing out of things, of characters and things like that. And that was just a cool little thing that we wanted to have. Like, okay, digital is for this. You get the main story. This is what you pay for. And then physical over here, you get a little something extra added on. And that's the things that we want to do with the different tiers. And then we have signed tiers, and we have also a cool little collector's box that you can get with all the physical copies in it and a whole bunch of prints and things like that.
So this is the collector's box that comes with all of the physical tiers.
It comes. It's just the main big tier is you get the.
Oh, okay, so it has its own special.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
So what's included in the collector's box?
The collector's box is all 6 books. It's gonna have prints, like poster prints, a T-shirt, and a lot of little stickers, buttons, trading cards, the whole 9 yards with the book. And then like the T-shirts, basically, I'm doing the T-shirts myself. I got a limit to 30 of them that I'm doing, and I'm pressing them, laying them all out.
Are you're doing your own pressing on the shirts? You're screen printing, or your what the heck is it called?
Sublimation or
no, the other one, the silk screen printing.
Oh.
Are you doing sublimation? Are they graphic like iron-ons, or are they silk screened?
Iron-on basically.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we do.
So you're doing all that yourself. That's a lot of work, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we got two issues. Cody Valiant issue 0, which is what the primary campaign is for, right? Interstellar issue 0. And then we've got signed Interstellar for 20. The T-shirt, the bundle, which is the 2 books signed, right?
Yeah.
And then the complete digital library, and then the entire library plus the T-shirt plus all the knick-knack paddywhacks up in the collector's box for $150. All right, and are there any pictures of like the buttons, trading cards, and all that other stuff?
Yes, it is pictures. I gotta add them onto there. They probably like little add-ons, things like that. But,
yeah, that would probably be a good spot to just like give us an add-on graphic section.
Yeah,
and throw
people
in
like
there.
to see what it is.
Are you offering them as add-ons as well? Like if I were to back one of these and it take me to the second screen where I can like improve my purchase, would you be sticking them there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, cool. All right. So, how long did it take you to put this book together?
Oh, basically, it pretty much like we started on this book like last year, and then we like took a break to work on Interstellar and finish her, and like we worked on like the other youth model book that we did, and we like knocked those out, and then we came back to Cody. So, in pretty much like. If you count last year, it's a complete year so far, and then like what?
Do we got robots? I can hear him now.
Okay.
And pretty much the thing is, we've been doing it for like the last 2 months now, and we finally at the end now. We about to hand me like the last few pages to it, so I can letter it, and then we can ship it off.
So, how long have you been making comics? Like, you got your start doing this with your dad quite a few years ago, but how long have you been making them in general?
I've been, I've been making books since I was 12, basically. Folding, doing my comics, basically grabbing print of paper, folding them up, pressing them, stapling them, and then just doing it. And then
Well,
like
I mean like doing them like this, where you're doing digital art, going to a
now,
printer.
I've been doing it since 18. Like once I like figured out like how I wanted it to look, and like got a few other little programs like to help me set up the comics and lay them out properly and things like that. And all of it, I've been doing it since 18, and we've been building from there.
So for 12 years you've been doing comics like these. How do you sell them? Do you sell them off the website? Do you sell them at retail stores?
Yeah,
Put in Barnes and
so
Nobles?
a little bit of it, a little bit of all that. We just now recently got into some shops, local shops, and but you can go straight to the 3D Comics website, pick up a few of the books there too, and we sell them there and then they cons and things like that.
Cool. Hold on. I'm going to load up the website real quick. Let me pop back over to StreamYard. I got to do the present thing.
Oh, Neff is like
Yo, you leave
being
me
tech
alone.
savvy today.
So you can see this, right? Or do I need to pop it up
I'll
on
put
the...
it
You
in.
put it in? Thanks.
I'll add it.
So we got... This is the website. Website looked pretty good, right? I like the presentation, right? You've got your Sky Mech Mayhem book, which looks interesting. You got Youth Mob, which you ran crowdfunding for. Now you got Interstellar Zero issue here. Is this what's on the Cody Valiant campaign?
Yeah, that's also on the Cody Valiant campaign. You can get it from each spot, and just because like it was an add on to Cody, and that's pretty
Right.
much
How much is it on the campaign?
the campaign. It is I think it's for top 15 for the physical, and then like on there it's like digital like about like 10. Like it's
So
more.
why is it 15 on the campaign, but it's $9.99 here?
Like basically it's just like help like because it's more stuff into it, and then like on the website is like it's the like digital to like lesser things, like because you get more and stuff we pack onto it.
How
What do you
many
mean more?
How many pages is it on the campaign?
On the campaign, basically, it's the full 32 page comic, and then it's like cool little add-ons and things that we added especially for the version that you get through the campaign.
Oh, so it's a separate printing than the one that's on the website.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. That I've never.
So the one on the
heard of that.
website
So
is
it's like
just the 32-page comic book with no like extra content?
Yep.
How many pages of extra content are in the version on the campaign page?
On the campaign is like about like 4 to 5 extra things. Like it's cool little mini backstory to flesh out the character, things like that.
Oh, so it's like there's a secondary story in it.
No, I think he means there's just like a profile, like a bio, maybe some concept art. There's not an
Gotcha.
additional sequential story.
Gotcha. When you
There's,
said backstory, I assume
you know, like how we did the character
Gotcha.
turnarounds in ours, and then we did like the big mech presentation and broke down the interiors, you know, like the internals of the mech, and that was a little bit like character building in that regard. So I think it's like that. So all right, let's get down to the nitty gritty of it. All right, you have done 6 total crowdfunding campaigns over the past 3 years, 3 on Kickstarter and 3 on Indiegogo, and you have funded 2 of those. A couple were canceled, but you had 12 backers on each of those. Now I think you're doing better than that on Cody Valiant this time, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if I
we
think I
get more.
closed.
Yeah, I can add it. That's fine.
Yeah, you got 13 this time. What have you done to grow your audience, and what are you doing to be more successful this time around at crowdfunding?
This time around, basically, it is like we're building upon like like when we first did it, it was just basically learning the ropes to like crowdfunding, figuring out which characters concepts work better or so, like crowdfunding wise, and then we've just been like just worked. I worked harder at like getting out there, getting my face out there on getting on as many shows as possible. Like I wasn't doing with the other campaigns, and it showed more. But now I feel like the reach and the pool is a lot more now than it was then.
Are you going to be going around to some more shows after this? What else do you have planned in your next 45 days to increase the visibility of the campaign and get more eyes on the book?
Um, Basically, a few more con shows that we're doing locally and things like that, and and trying to get some ads up and things like that, just to help get the word, spread the word about this campaign.
Oh, where are you going to be circulating your ads?
I was looking at doing it through. I was because at first I was doing it through Facebook and then doing it through Instagram and stuff like that, and that it wasn't getting much like return to that. So I've just been putting those through like Facebook groups, like sharing through Facebook groups and things like that. And from there, it's that's pretty much the heavy focus I've been doing like marketing wise, and then I just starting to like put myself out there more. And the response is way better.
So Cody Valiant, you said you've been doing this for like 12 years now. Cody Valiant's goal is very low. It's at 500. And
Yeah.
it's flexible, which means you're going to fulfill regardless of whether or not you make $500 or $5.
Yeah.
You got 13 backers who are looking forward to the book. But with such a low goal and the fact that you're going to be putting the book out anyway, and the fact that you're going to be making your ads and appearances and getting your face out there at the conventions, I gotta wonder, why are you crowdfunding it at all? What's the what does crowdfunding give you that selling the book any other way doesn't?
Crowdfunding basically gives me more reach. Basically, I've done earlier. I did my first show on a UK stream, basically, and I've now like building towards like that. It's more of a marketing tool in the sense of like getting our brand out there towards anybody and everybody, and that's our thing. We just kept it low, basically, just to cross it, and then just to use it as another store that you can you purchase from at the same time, and that's the things that we're just doing with it.
So it's just another avenue to attempt monetization, a place where you can direct people to pick up the book. Now, Cody Valiant isn't finished and it's not printed.
Yeah, not yet. Interstellar is done. It's completely finished.
Yeah, it's available on the website. You can't really advertise Cody Valiant on the website because there's no physical printed version.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So that kind of makes sense for going to crowdfunding. But there it is, Interstellar. Is that the crowdfunded version, or is that the one that's available right now?
Version, basically, this is not the crowdfunded version, just the one you can pick up on the website if you want to. Yeah.
All right, cool. So it's really just a way to generate interest in the project, see what kind of buzz you can create within 60 days. How are you printing these books? Who are you printing with? What kind of batch do you print in? And how are you handling fulfilling? Because you've done 2 crowdfunding campaigns already that you've had to fulfill. How are you going to be doing this one? What's your plan and stuff like that?
Same way we did with the other ones. We go through Comic Book Springs, get all our orders done like that. Print a few copies for us and a few copies, and then the customer copies, and just so we can like show that the book is done, the book is finished, the book is completely like this, and you're ordering your copy so we can send it off to you. That's the whole thing.
All right, makes sense. Then yeah. As far as getting more eyes and more visibility, you said you'd booked other shows, right?
Yes.
Are they like mainly YouTube shows? Do you have live stream appearances? Are they podcasts?
Just like little ones. It's more YouTube shows, and then just little things I do on my actual YouTube channel. But other than that, that's like the heavy focus at the moment. I'm looking for more and more avenues.
What is the biggest lesson that you've learned so far crowdfunding comics over the past 6 campaigns?
The biggest lesson I learned so far in crowdfunding is like just because your book is amazing and things like that, it can be overlooked and missed if your marketing and all that stuff is not right. And that's the biggest thing I've learned so far.
Yeah, it's very easy to have your book overlooked and missed if you're not focusing on visibility. I don't know if you're aware, but Telepathic Bunny has this like buy one back one initiative that he's doing. You should probably hit him up if you can, because he's very much into putting spotlights on books that may not have the type of traction that larger books do. So definitely, like, people feel the same way as you out there. Eric says, I like that a lot. Comics for anybody and everybody, but no baseball for me.
I'm very sorry, Eric.
We're going to get a baseball for the next show, Eric, and we're just going to sit here and, show it off to you. And,
Or maybe we'll send you one.
yeah, maybe. We do have his address, right?
We do.
We should send Eric random stuff in the mail.
No, I don't think he would like that, but maybe he would like a baseball.
Maybe he would like his random junk sent separately. If you could offer
baseball?
baseball. If you could offer any advice to newbie creators just getting into indie comics, what would it be?
Basically, work on building your platform, building your skill up, and just putting a lot of stuff, content and products, things out there first to grow and get more awareness about what you're doing and where you're doing it at. And that's the biggest thing I've learned, and I can pass on to anybody.
What is the ultimate goal? Is it to create animated shorts and episodes to like get into TV and get the animation out there, or is it mainly to focus on comics? Because it seems like you've got a pretty good shot at doing either one.
For me, it's all the above basically. I want to keep it. We're going to keep doing the comics and laying out all the books and doing all of that. That because that's a passion, that's a goal of what we're trying to do. And then the animation just like happened like a year ago, and that also helped build up like our presence and awareness of like, oh, that's cool. We got these little cool little shorts that you can check out all our stuff. And that's the little things that we want to do. We just want to put out cool content that you fall in love with, and that's what I tell my dad all the time. Like, we in this for the long haul, making cool content like this.
Uh-oh. Robot.
Nah, it's just a little robot, just a slight android. You still with us, Sean? Yeah, there we go. He's back.
Okay, you're good.
Cool.
Unfrozen.
All right. So, is there anything else you want to tell the viewers? Let them know before we get on out of here.
Basically, we're a young upstart company doing our thing. Cody will make book number 6, and we have at least like 40 to 50 other books. Cody and everything in between. We love what we're doing, and we're going to keep doing this. Keep getting our word out on everything that we're doing.
Awesome. That's great. All right, so everybody definitely check out Cody Valiant on Indiegogo. Will you be planning to run it on Kickstarter at
all? No. We like what we did with the last one on Kickstarter. It was like Indiegogo is where we got our traction from, and like Kickstarter, it was like drowning basically in like a sea of just campaigns.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on Kickstarter. It takes an entirely different strategy to get traction over there. Anyway, that's going to be it for us tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, checking out this campaign. Thank you so much, Sean, for coming on to talk to us about Cody Valiant. Really appreciate everybody in the chat hanging out with us and making it a lively time.
Been listening but haven't been able to comment. Good show.
Hit the like, share the link. Remember to subscribe. Really appreciate that, Aldous, looking out for us like that. He's like a big brother. Yeah, definitely like stole my outro bit. Click the link, subscribe, all that other stuff.
And tune into the frequency.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.